100 years ago, a burger was simple. A bun, a patty, maybe onions or pickles. That was it. It wasn't meant to be stacked, loaded, or dripping in sauces. Now look at burgers today. Double and triple patties, bacon, cheese, fried toppings, multiple sauces layered on top of each other. Some burgers are taller than they are wide. The ingredients didn't get worse overnight. The portions slowly got bigger. And when portions grow, calories hide in plain sight. This isn't about taste, it's about scale. Food didn't change suddenly, it changed quietly.
100 years ago, pizza was simple: flatbread, tomato sauce, a little cheese. That was the point. It wasn't meant to be piled high or covered edge to edge. Now look at pizza today: stuffed crusts, extra cheese, multiple meats, drizzles, sauces, and toppings stacked on top of each other. Some slices are heavier than an entire pie used to be. The ingredients didn't suddenly get worse. The portions slowly got bigger. More layers, more weight, more calories hiding in plain sight. Send this to a pizza lover and comment your favorite toppings.
100 years ago, a hot dog was simple. One sausage, one bun, maybe a line of mustard if you were feeling fancy. It wasn't meant to impress. It was cheap, filling, and fast. Now look at hot dogs today. Poppy seed buns, pickles, tomatoes, onions, peppers, relish, celery salt. Some are stacked so high you can barely see the dog. What started as street food turned into a statement. If you've eaten a hot dog like this, you've tasted 100 years of change. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite hot dog topping. 100 years ago, a salad was simple. Lettuce, a few slices of tomato, some onion, maybe a light splash of oil and vinegar. It wasn't meant to impress, it was meant to nourish. Now look at a salad today. Fried toppings, cheese, bacon, croutons, creamy dressings, even alcohol on the side. Same name, completely different meal. Just look at how food changed without us noticing. Are you a salad lover? Let us know your favorite kind in the comments. 100 years ago, breakfast was simple. A couple eggs, one strip of bacon, a small piece of toast, coffee in a plain mug. It was meant to fuel the day, not overwhelm the plate. Now look at breakfast today. Loaded omelets covered in cheese, multiple meats on one plate, stacks of pancakes layered with fruit, chocolate, syrup, and butter. What used to be a light start became a full event. Same meal, different era. If you know someone that can eat breakfast any time of day, send this to them. 100 years ago, condiments were simple. Ketchup, mustard. They were meant to support the meal, not steal the spotlight. One or two bottles on the table. That was enough. Now look at condiments today. Ranch, honey mustard, apple chipotle barbecue, honey lemon garlic butter sauce, Hawaiian teriyaki glaze, even blueberry truffle wing sauce. The food didn't change. The choices did. Same table, different era. What's your favorite condiment? Drop in the comments and subscribe. 100 years ago, a milkshake was simple. Milk, ice cream, maybe a little sugar. It was made to cool you off, not overwhelm you. Affordable, straightforward, no extras. Now look at milkshakes today. Brownies stacked on top, cookies, candy bars, whipped cream, chocolate dripping down the sides. Sometimes the shake isn't even the main attraction anymore. The ingredients didn't change. The idea did. From a simple treat to a full dessert experience. What's your favorite milkshake? Leave it in the comments and subscribe. 100 years ago, a sandwich was simple. Bread, meat, lettuce, tomato. That was the whole idea. It was meant to be held easily, eaten quickly, and moved on from. Now look at sandwiches today. Foot-long, stacked with layers of meat, multiple cheeses, oils, sauces, spreads, toppings. Some are wrapped just to stay together. The ingredients didn't suddenly get worse. The size slowly got bigger. Portions grew, layers multiplied, and calories stacked without anyone noticing. 100 years ago, school lunch was simple. A peanut butter sandwich, a piece of fruit. Milk in a small glass. Soup meant to warm you up, not weigh you down. It was about getting through the day, not indulging. Now look at school lunch today. Mexican pizza loaded with cheese and meat. Sugary blue Powerade. Brownies, sides on sides on sides. More color, more calories, more choices than ever before. School lunch has changed. Drop your favorite school lunch in the comments and subscribe for more than versus now. 100 years ago, if seafood was for dinner, it was simple. Mussels, clams, sardines, whatever was caught that morning. Boiled or pan-cooked, a baked potato, maybe some bread. No spectacle, no excess, just fuel, freshness, and practicality. Fast forward to today, seafood isn't just a meal, it's an event. Lobster tails, snow crab stacked high, jumbo shrimp glistening in garlic butter. Corn, potatoes, sausage, everything drenched, seasoned, and layered. Back then, seafood was about survival. Now it's about experience. Subscribe and drop the best seafood spot in your town in the comment section. 100 years ago, cake was simple. Vanilla sponge, a thin layer of icing, affordable ingredients, made to feed many without costing much. Cake was about practicality as much as celebration. Now look at cake today. Multiple layers, thick frosting, cheesecake in the middle, more ingredients, more time, more craftsmanship. Dessert has shifted from simple baking to premium indulgence. Same cake, different era.
100 years ago, a struggle meal wasn't about convenience, it was about survival. Dinner looked like beans simmered all day, potatoes stretched across multiple meals, thin soups made from scraps and bones. Meat was rare, portions were small, and nothing was wasted. If you ate, you were okay. Today, struggle meals look different, but the struggle is still real. Instant ramen because it's cheap and fast. A half-grilled cheese because bread and cheese can stretch. It's less about cooking time and more about making rent, gas, and groceries all fit in the same week. Back then, people cooked from scratch because they had no choice. Now, people rely on shortcuts because time and money are both tight. Different century, same goal. Get through today and eat again tomorrow. When you're low on cash, what's your go-to meal? Drop it in the comments.
100 years ago, a midnight snack was quiet. 4 crackers, a slice of cheddar, a glass of milk. Nothing fancy. Now, midnight snacks are loud. Nachos stacked high, queso dripping, gummy worms, soda, heat, sugar, everything fighting for attention at once. It's not about hunger anymore. It's about comfort, craving, and convenience. Back then, food helped you rest. Now food keeps you up. Like, subscribe, and drop your favorite midnight snack in the comments. 100 years ago, Thanksgiving dinner was modest. 1 roasted turkey at the center of the table, mashed potatoes made from scratch, green beans, bread, gravy, apples, maybe a simple pie. Everything was homemade, shared carefully, and meant to stretch. It wasn't about excess. It was about gratitude, family, and making do with what you had. Now look at Thanksgiving today. Honey-glazed ham sliced thick, ribs stacked in aluminum pans, mac and cheese baked with a heavy cheese crust, collard greens cooked low and rich, oxtails, wings, steaks, dressing, candied yams, and cake, all at once. What used to be one main dish became a full spread. Which dinner table would you want to have a seat at? Drop it in the comments and subscribe. 100 years ago, $25 could fill a cart like this. Thick cuts of pork and beef, sold fresh and unprocessed. Big sacks of potatoes pulled straight from the field. Green beans by the pound. Biscuits made from scratch at home. Those basics weren't flashy, but they were powerful. You could stretch them into stews, roasts, pan-fried meals, and leftovers. Enough food to cover 4 full dinners, sometimes more. Now look at what $25 buys today. A family pack of chicken, potatoes, rice, frozen vegetables, 1 bottle to drink. Still food, but the portions are tighter, the choices are fewer, and every item has to work harder. How many meals can you buy with $25? Drop it in the comments and subscribe. 100 years ago, steak was simple. One cut, salt, heat. It wasn't about presentation. It was about fuel. Steak was filling, affordable, and meant to get you through the day. Now look at steak today. Thick cuts, dry-aged, butter-basted, garlic, herbs, sauces, in presentation that turns dinner into an event. Steak isn't just food anymore. It's an experience. Same protein, different purpose. 100 years changed the plate. Can you finish a tomahawk streak in 10 minutes? Drop it in the comments